How to grow a business with content. First of all, if you didn't know, there are only two ways to grow or to scale a business. The first one is inbound marketing, and the second is outbound prospecting. Inbound marketing is users coming to you, and outbound prospecting is you reaching out to users through phone, DMs, emails, and so forth. And there's the referrals and strategic partnerships. I consider them as icing on the cake. These are basically people or businesses referring you clients, and you cannot build or scale a business based on that. If this works, happy days. If it doesn't work, you cannot sit and wait for it to work for you. So inbound marketing is you putting out blogs, putting out social media posts, putting out YouTube videos like those, putting out ebooks, white papers, and so forth. And you could consider ads as inbound marketing as well. So you put a Google ad or a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, and users would come to your website or would come to your shop. So you could consider this as inbound. But today, for this video, we're talking about content, so which is one part of inbound marketing. Before we dive deep into this subject, it's good to note that marketing or content marketing builds trust. Take this video as an example. Imagine my potential clients are seeing this video. What are they gonna think? They're gonna think, this guy knows what he's talking about. And actually, this guy is legit. His agency is legit. And maybe we like this guy or we don't like this guy. So it basically builds some sort of trust versus not me doing these videos or not creating podcasts or creating social media posts or creating blogs or whatever, all this stuff. Imagine you land on a digital marketing agency page and they barely have any social media posts. They don't have any blogs. You don't see the faces of the people that work in the agency. You feel that there's not much trust. So that builds a lot of trust. And I'm going to tell you more about it, how I build trust for my agency. Second, this type of content is educational. So people like it, share it, and remember it. And when people remember it, you become remarkable. And that's what you're aiming for. More people thinking that you are remarkable. And when this happens, you reach a place where your business is sustainable. And this is where you can start building and scaling your business. The more people think you are remarkable, the better it is for your business. And that type of content helps you become remarkable. All right, now that we identified that there are so many different types of content, you might be asking, where do I start? Or I already do part of it. Do I scale it? Or how do I get better at it? Or simply, is content enough for me to scale my business? Let's answer the first question, where should I start? Well, that depends on the type of business you are in, what you are comfortable with, and how much time and money you are willing to invest. I'll answer this question in a different way. I'll tell you what I did for my businesses. For this business, the digital marketing agency, I started with creating social media posts a few years ago. Well, since 2017. And after that, I started creating blogs, started doing seminars, webinars, started the podcast 2 years ago, and now starting the long form YouTube. So I do quite a bit, and I do it because I have a marketing team that helps me. So I have now a videographer that is sitting across that helped me with the setup and who's going to edit my videos, and he helps me as well with creating the social media posts that I create and the podcast. Well, I recorded at a studio, at a professional studio, but they give me the content on SD cards and we added them here in-house. But you could easily outsource this. If you're doing social media videos, you can put your phone. So we shoot my social media, my Instagram with a phone, with an iPhone 15 Pro, whatever. And I plug a microphone to it, a wireless microphone that I bought from Amazon for probably $20-30, shoot it, and the video editor does it. How I started is by, when I didn't have the video editor, is that I used to shoot, put it on Google Drive, and I had a person that edited it for me. This person was remote. I found him on Upwork. That cost me, I think, $5-6 for every single video. So you can easily do that. And if you want to create YouTube videos, again, it's the same thing. That's for the agency. Now, for the e-commerce business that I'm part of, we do social media posts from day one and blogs mainly for SEO. We rank for the blogs, but we don't do it to get business. We do it to rank for certain keywords. And when people land on the blogs, we can, obviously with CTAs, etc., we can convert them. And social media posts posts to create the trust, and we boost these posts to reach a wider audience. For the third business, which is a listing platform for medical doctors, again, exactly the same. Started with blogs because we want to get all the traffic to the business organically. So these are people that are searching for the best doctors, best gynecologists, best dentists, etc. And we create a lot of blogs with internal links, and we share a lot of value. So that creates a lot of organic traffic for us. And we post on social media on a daily basis, just again to create trust. So whenever users land on the social media pages to feel that this business is legit, this business exists, and this business is actually adding value. Having said that, content could be different and will be different for different people, for different businesses, and for different industries. What's important is to create content on a regular basis because it is valuable in the short run and definitely in the long run. And one last thing I would add, and that is something that we all break our heads with: how does our content reach more audience organically? If your content doesn't reach the audience or your target audience organically, it is okay. I first started, my post was reaching literally 10 people. I used to get 1 like. Now it reaches thousands of people and it gets, tens and hundreds of likes. The more known you are, the more reach your content will get, the more engagement it will get, and the more revenues you will make. And that is a fact. Today, if Richard Branson, for example, puts a post on Instagram, his reach is going to be very high, obviously because he has a lot of followers, and whenever he posts, people are interested to see what he's going to say, versus if I put a post or you put a post, not a lot of people are going to be interested, at least at this stage. So if your content doesn't get the reach and engagement, you can boost it. If you don't have a lot of money, just put whatever money you have, just boost it, because boosting it is gonna reach the right audience for you, hopefully, and from there you can start building it. Why boosting such content is good instead of ads? Because when you create an ad that says, hey, buy my social media services, or buy my content services, or my SEO services, or my financial services, or whatever services you're selling, if you're saying, hey, I am great, buy my services and for X and Y and Z, that will not convert as much as you adding value to users. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I run a lot of ads for my business. I run a lot of ads for my clients and they work. But when you're boosting such content, and I boost my content on Instagram, I get a lot of reach. I get a lot of engagement. And, people stop me on the road. They stop me in bars. They stop me in elevators. They stop me wherever I go. And they say, yeah, we see you. We follow you. And the leads that we get here at the agency, we get about 30% of potential clients that reach out to us. They say, yes, we've been following Bassem for a number of years. We know that you guys know what you're talking about and we want to work with you. So it helps us as well get leads. It helps us have easier conversations. And of course, it will help us convert more leads.